The word coming in from Odisha Chief Minister, who's declared one-day state mourning. Listen.
I'm truly proud of the people of Odisha, particularly the people of Balasore, for their tremendous efforts for this terrible train accident. How they came out in large numbers last night to help the victims of the accident. And also I want to thank the youth for their response in donating blood to the victims of the accident. This is how people should behave during a terrible time like this. I'm truly proud of the people of Odisha.
That was Mr. Naveen Patnaik, the Odisha Chief Minister. I want to cut across to our political editor, Maria Shakil, who's with us on the broadcast. Maria, the least I can say is it's heartening to see that there is some degree of political solidarity in this very grave moment, in a moment of crisis that we're witnessing as a nation with this very unfortunate accident. Odisha Chief Minister, you also have Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, West Bengal Chief Minister. Different state governments have come together along with the central government. And that's the word we just played out from Mr. Naveen Patnaik as well.
Yes, Anusha, and all of these states are ruled by opposition political parties. These chief ministers rising above politics and sending a message that this is an hour of grief, an immense tragedy, which has to be dealt with complete solidarity, in which, he's thanking those who have been good Samaritans. Those have been real heroes, in which they turned up at the hospitals. This is quite literally the India that we know, Anusha, where you reach out to people irrespective of whether that person is related to you or not. So we are seeing that complete oneness in India, where it's about the whole of country merging together, various institutions, various governments, various bodies, be it the NDRF, the State Relief Force, or various bodies in terms of the police forces, all of them coming together in this hour of grief. But talking specifically about the challenge before Odisha government, because Anusha, this entire stretch that we are looking at, the site of the accident is nearly 200 kilometers from the capital city of Bhubaneswar. And any kind of movement requires good 3 to 4 hours or perhaps more. That's the reason why, there has been a subsequent deployment of relief trains and emergency trains from Kharagpur instead of Bhubaneswar. So the challenge now is to clear the tracks. The restoration work is currently underway.
Okay.
There is no clarity as to whether the nature of the injuries. We really do not know if there are very serious injuries, because what we do know is that there are a number of passengers, close to over 200, who could be in ICU. And they could be transferred to other hospitals, more specialized hospitals outside Cuttack as well. There are concerns, particularly of those. Even as identification of bodies is happening, even as we speak, the next of kin of the deceased are being handed over the body. Okay. And the sensitivity with which this entire tragedy is being looked at, Anusha, is very different from what I have covered as a railway reporter several years back. When it was politics as the first response, now it is about that compassion that India has merged together for this tragedy.
Maria, all I can say is perhaps the pandemic has taught us some very tough lessons, and it's visible in us as a nation, and surprisingly and hearteningly in our political class as well, whether it's the government or the opposition parties which rule at the state level. Maria Shakil getting us all that perspective and details, once again playing out the word coming in from Odisha Chief Minister.
I'm truly proud of the people of Odisha, particularly the people of Balasore, for their tremendous efforts for this terrible train accident. How they came out in large numbers last night to help the victims of the accident. And also I want to thank the youth for their response in donating blood to the victims of the accident. This is how people should behave during a terrible time like this. I'm truly proud of the people of Odisha.
We're all very proud of the local people, the people of Odisha, who were the first people who came when that tragedy struck. It's the local people who always come first. And we showed you in those reports as well how people, traveling hundreds of kilometers just with some bottle of water to ensure that the rescue and relief operation can go on swiftly and they can contribute to it in their own way.